There you go.
Nailed it.
You know, that was a mission.
Yep. We didn't get any loot.
Oh, yeah, that's sad. But you know what I will say about this? They could do better with the loot. Like, I find usually it's like, you'll use, like, the same 2 weapons for, like, 10 levels or something. It's not like you're switching out all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what I got here. The range on those missiles, the rockets that I have is 3,000.
I think I might, I think I'll stick with that. Extermination 2. Have I encountered any other 1s, 2s? Oh, Descent 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think there's like 55 levels in the game or something. The reason I am only staying on normal is because this is one of those early 360 games, especially from Japan, where they didn't really get achievements. So there's only 5 achievements in the game.
Yeah.
And each one is for beating a difficulty, and they don't stack. So, like, you would have to beat this game 5 times over if you wanted to get 1,000 points in it.
Huh.
So that's why I'm doing every level in normal, because it's just like, I just want to, if I can just get the normal achievement, that'll be fine.
I fell.
Yeah, stay.
Look at this shot. This shotgun's great.
Yeah?
I'm glad I didn't listen to you.
Alright, cool.
What's that?
Yeah, everyone loves listening to us. You kidding?
You and thousands of people.
Yeah, you and 10 million other people.
10 million. You can't even comprehend the numbers we're pulling down, woman.
You don't even know what kind of CPMs we're rolling in.
Alright, next time there's an enemy, I want you to look at my screen.
Okay.
So that I can show you this shotgun that's super awesome.
You can just fire it now. I can watch the spread.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, alright, that's... Okay, so it's like a long range and it's bunched.
Yeah.
Because the one I had...
It has the same range as the rifle that I was using.
Oh, okay. The one I had was spread across the entire screen, so it was like you really had to be up close.
But I was just... Look, check it out.
Yeah, there you go. I know. What's up? He goes, look at this rocket. I'll just fire this out, and I'm like, I don't know where anything is, but the rocket's like, it's up here!
Does this game have a pretty big opportunity for griefing?
I don't know. Well, I mean, this is pretty much the only time I've ever played a co-op, except for that one time when you were like, I hate this.
I did hate it.
I think the majority of the time when I played this game was, I was hanging out at Andy's house.
Yeah.
And he said, like,
we're talking to Andy Short of the Run Button podcast.
Andy Short of Run Button, the third and rarest member of the Run Button trio.
The most elusive.
and I was at his house, and I forget what it was, but he was like, I was hanging out, and then he was like, okay, well, I just have to go do something. You can hang out for a while if you want. And I thought he meant like, oh, he needed to do something. It might take 20 minutes, but I could hang out at his house and then he'd come back.
Yeah.
But instead, he was gone for like 6 hours. So I just stayed at his house and played Earth Defense Force for like 6 hours.
What was he doing that was so important?
Oh, I don't know. I think he had some group or something.
Yeah.
But I remember like the moment I left, and then 5 minutes later, he's like, okay, I'm back. Where are you? Come back. I was like, I just spent 6 hours at your house and finally left.
Andy's good at weird stuff like that.
Yeah. Somehow I remember there being a steak and cheese sub involved in that scenario somehow.
Like,
I don't know if
a really big sub that took 6 hours to eat?
No, I might have like left and gotten a sub or something.
Okay.
I just remember there was a tasty sub somewhere.
There's a really good
story.
sub shop near his house.
Yeah. Though
Buffalo chicken.
You talking about Jimmy's?
I'm talking about Jimmy's, yeah.
What I don't like about Jimmy's is that their posted hours are like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. But like they'll routinely just close if it's not busy enough. So you never know if they're going to be open or not.
That's unfortunate.
I hate that. If you're gonna run a business.
Actually, you know what? That sounds unfortunate, but I fucking wish so hard the store I work at did that.
Yeah. But I mean, as a consumer, it's like I never know if it's gonna be open. So it's like, am I gonna drive over to Jimmy's looking for a steak and cheese sub, and they got nothing to offer me? Oh, also they started skimping out on their buffalo chicken subs.
Yeah, they did do that.
Like, you know, I would order like a plain one. I'd be like, you know what? I just want buffalo chicken, and then they would hand me like a sub roll with like 2 buffalo chicken tenders in there, and it's like, all right, I get that I didn't order any toppings, but you didn't really give me much to work with.
That's true. You could ask for extra. Like, can I get extra chicken?
But then I'm gonna have to pay for that. I don't think I should. I don't think I need to pay for that.
You can wink at the guy, and sometimes if you give like a wink, sometimes if you give a wink, they don't charge you.
They know what's up.
Yeah. They're like, don't worry, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of
you guys. I'm one of you guys who winks at other guys.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the time that I almost that somebody tried to bribe me to not have to stand in line and didn't realize what was happening?
Yeah, you talked about that. I think it was even on here. You're just like, oh no.
Yeah. It's because he was like so smooth. He was too smooth that I didn't understand that he was trying to bribe me.
Right.
If he was like a little
like,
more
I'm sorry,
concerned-
it's not the 50s. I don't have cool customers trying to bribe me all the time.
But yeah. Oh, he wasn't a cool customer. He was 60.
That's what I mean. He was like, you know, he was around back then.
Yeah. But, and looking back, he even had like the 20 between his index and middle finger. And like, that's like the classic I'm bribing you sign.
I'm being told it's the classic grandpa move.
And he said thanks for everything.
I had the opposite. This was kind of, I mean, this isn't much of a story, but this was kind of like an awkward situation where I worked at Market Basket, and there was this old lady who would always come, and she'd be really nice, where she would buy me like
grocery store.
She would buy me like a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
She would like buy a Kit Kat, like one of the 2, like the half, like the 2-bar Kit Kat things. Yeah. But then she would give it to me like, oh, that's for you.
Yeah.
But then
Did she think that you were her dead husband?
But when you work at a grocery store, they kind of like the thing that you do is like when people when people buy like candy bars or whatever, you kind of like ask them if they want it in the bag or if they just want to take it. Like, do you just want this candy bar or do you want me to put it in the bag with your groceries? And she ordered, and so like one time she ordered like, why do I keep saying ordered? She bought like a white chocolate Kit Kat thing, like a full-size Kit Kat, but she was really old, and I was like, do you want this now, or should I put this in the bag? And she was like, no, that's not for you, or something like I thought that she bought that Kit Kat for me.
Oh.
I just felt it was just like weird and awkward, and then I just felt weird about that forever, and still now I do. It was just like that old lady thought that I assumed her Kit Kat was for me.
That's sad. That's all of it is sad. Oh.
One time when I worked at McDonald's, I say one time, it was really a thing that arced my entire journey at McDonald's. Yeah. But there was like this old...
Oh, I thought you were saying that you worked at McDonald's just once and then you quit.
Yeah, I worked at
McDonald's just once.
I worked at McDonald's once.
I was there for months, but
I was there for a year and a half once. And there was like an old lady who would come every day, and she would order. It was one of the things, she would show up every day and order the exact same thing every single day, and she would always be really specific about it and like make sure I didn't mess up the order or whatever. And it was just like, you've been here every day for the past 12 months. I could order this for you before you got here if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And then like one time it was like winter, and for I guess maybe it was just like too cold. She didn't want to make the daily trek to McDonald's or whatever, right. And so she didn't come for like 4 months.
Or she realized what a horrible mistake it is to go to McDonald's.
No, she came back. Oh. That's what I mean. Like after 4 months, she just started showing up daily again. But for a while, I was like, oh, maybe that old lady died. Like she came every day for months, and then she just stopped for like the entire winter season. Wow. I was just like, this poor old lady who loves cheeseburgers with no mustard. She finally ate it.
Part, just no mustard.
She's like, no mustard, and I was like,
do you remember the order? What was the order?
I think it was like 2 cheeseburgers, no mustard, and oh my god, small Sprite with no ice. I didn't even realize I remembered until I just said it.
Oh man. That's what was the I was listening to something where there was a joke about no ice.
I remember there was this one time where it was the same thing. There was like a guy who would show up like every day and order the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And so like one time he would like, it would be like a fish sandwich or like a fish meal and maybe something else and then 2 apple pies. And I remember like he ordered like the fish meal and something else, and then I was like 2 apple pies, and he laughed and he was like, yeah, 2 apple pies. But then I decided that was weird and like never did it again. But he still kept coming every day, so there was always like this weird awkwardness of like, I know exactly what you're going to order, and you know that I know exactly what you're going to order, but I'm not going to say it.
As a server, I do that all the time.
You do that all the time?
The customer that comes in, he gets the iced tea, unsweetened, she gets a coffee. So before they even sit down, I do that whole thing like, you know what they find like in here.
Yeah, I've got that. There's a guy named Paul that comes into JP Licks and gets 2 extra thick coffee fraps with skim milk. And and he shows up and I'm like, coffee fraps? And he's like, yeah. Here's else? And he'll usually
he'll always say no. Yeah, you'll be like, is that everything? But it's like, it is.
No. He usually does get one more thing, which is different every time.
Oh, weird. Yeah, like he likes to mix it up.
Yeah, it's because like it's like he comes there and he gets something for himself, his boyfriend, and his mom, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like one factor in that equation that wants something different every time.
Yeah. And he's super friendly too. He's like, he like went to school with my dad.
I think I just burped in my microphone and I apologize for that.
But I didn't know that until like months after I first met him.
Man, there was this weird time where my friend worked at an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hanging out there because, you're just hanging out with your friend or whatever while they're working.
Yeah.
But like he was, there was a bunch of customers, so he was busy, so I was kind of like hanging out in the back.
Yeah.
And like and I just saw one guy like walk in the side door and they had newspapers over on a counter, like in case you're just hanging out and you just wanted to read the newspaper for whatever reason.
Yep.
And the dude just like super slick, knew exactly what he was there to do. Just walked in the side door, went over the newspapers, picked up the newspaper, walked over to the fridge with like the pre-packed pints of ice cream, just like took out a pack, wrapped it in the ice cream, walked out the door. And I was like, and I watched that guy go, and I was just like,
there's a man that knows what he wants.
There was just a minute where I was just like, hey, this middle-aged man just walked in this ice cream parlor and stole this this quart of ice cream, whatever, and just walked out.
Did you say it to somebody that was working there, like, oh, that's just Dave?
Or, I think I did, but I kind of regretted, like, I wanted to, because I was sort of like, it took me that minute before you were kind of like, hey, what's going on over? Oh, that guy just stole that ice cream. I kind of like wanted to like walk out, like poke my head out the door, like, hey, did you want to come back and pay for that, or what's up?
That's weird. Theft? That is
ice cream theft.
Ice cream theft?
It's just like, what is going on in your life where you can't afford ice cream?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just gets like, maybe that's his weird fetish, thievery.
Stealing ice cream.
Yeah. Well, not ice cream specifically.
Hey, by the way,
yeah?
This mission is going on forever.
Forever and ever.
Forever.
Forever. Forever. Maybe there's stuff we're supposed to be destroying, but there's no indicator.
Yeah, that's what it just occurred to me, like there might be anthills, but I don't see any.
Well, all these ants keep on coming from the top.
Oh, really?
So yeah, like they keep on dropping down from above.
Huh.
So maybe if we go up, then that will...
You go down, I'll go up.
I'm as down as I can go.
Alright, well, keep trying to go more down. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm as down as I can go.
Well, keep going down.
Kyle, I do not know how this could be clearer.
Just continue to be sure of the fact that you're as down as possible.
Alright, I can do that.
Oh, fuck, I just fell. Well,
I have been having a blast with a shotgun now. Yeah, I don't know what for whatever reason, I've been having a really tough time not falling whenever I try to climb up.
You've had a tough time not falling?
Yeah.
You mean you can't fall? Like you're trying to fall, but you can't fall? I'm confused.
No, the other way. Alright. I'm having a really easy time of falling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You know, if my memory serves correct about this game, I don't think there's like any underground anthills. Which would make sense. There's no such thing as an underground anthill. So
Well, maybe
I
we're
think
in the anthill.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we're in the tunnels, so there wouldn't be any hills.
Well, maybe they have a sub
So I think
tunnel.
I think there's just a ton of shit and we gotta kill it all.
Okay. Maybe we have to escape. Maybe we have to escape to the top.
Man, we've been playing this game for a long time.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can edit out.
We're closing in on an hour. We're
Wow.
getting close.
Ah, get off of me, spider.
Yeah, you're right. They all are coming from the top.
There's not really any way to get up there, though, as far as I can tell.
That's smart.
So,
I'm
plate, scalded clam plate.
Yes, please.
yeah, sure.
Cup of chowder.
And a cup of chowder.
Do it.
Yeah, a couple chowders.
By the way,
No, just the cup.
oh, there is an anthill here. Ah, mystery solved.
Okay.
By the way, we have tuna but no mayonnaise. What's up with that?
Oh, shovel oil, I didn't have it.
Oh, okay. So there's just like one jar of mayonnaise that's getting passed around.
Yeah. This is a communal mayonnaise.
I see. It's from the earth.
Yeah.
God, I didn't want to go there. All right, I wasn't just trying to
We're
keep it.
trying to be sex positive.
It's sex positive. See ya.
Man, look how far I've come. Ah, I don't even.
Hey, I said I didn't want to go blue here. Stop talking about how far you're coming.
I'm
Hey, I'm drunk.
Yeah, you are.
There's another anthill.
Nice cranberry.
Yeah.
Yep, nice
Yeah.
cranberry.
Thanks, Grandma.
Oh, Mom.
I got iced tea.
The rapper.
Yeah.
The New York rapper
I've been hanging
turned-
out with Law and Order
Yeah.
Special Victims Unit star iced tea.
New York rapper turned police procedural actor. Huh?
The one with the other one. Talking about CSI?
Talking about Criminal Minds.
Criminal
Used to have it used
middle-aged
to
women love Criminal Minds.
it used to have Mandy Patinkin on it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
me some Mandy Patinkin.
There would be like some kind of serial killer, and then he would start singing about coffee in a cardboard cup or whatever he does. God, we got to finish this mission out.
Hey, so do you know that there's like a difference between theater with an ER and theater with an RE?
If you're in England or if you're not,
No, a theater, like the place you go, is ER.
get the fuck out of here. Are you
but,
kidding
like,
me?
The art of
Theater is RE.
Theater RE.
I think they're both RE in the UK.
Yeah?
though. Yeah, I think both are RE.
This is how it was explained to me. There's one enemy left. Kill it.
I got it. Yeah, thanks, seeking missiles. Oh man.
That went on forever.
Yeah, totally.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know. Do we want to just make this like a 3-video series of Earth Defense Force?
Let's beat this game.
Are we?
No, we're not.
Are we this entertaining?
Nope.
No, I wanna.
No, we're this entertaining.
Oh,
The game is
fuck
not.
this. There's another underground one.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I want to do one outside. Let's do this because this has like large scale UFOs, big mechs. I think.
Do we get to kill the UFOs?
Yeah. So we're gonna do that.
All right.
Hold on. I think you should pick a seeking missile because
Yeah, I'm gonna
they
change-
seek into the UFO.
Yeah, I'm gonna change. I was gonna change my rocket
wait.
missile anyway.
No, I can't remember if it's a good thing to pick the seeking missiles because they'll shoot into the UFO, or it might be bad because you'll try to aim at the UFO, but there's like a closer ant and it'll like seek onto the ant. So I think I might switch to rockets.
Well, I've got. Yeah. All right. I think one of us was seeking missiles and one of us was with rockets. Works well. And I think if you're gonna switch to rockets, I'm gonna switch to seeking missiles, because my shotgun kind of works as well as my rockets do. So. You guys, Kyle's doing this whole thing with no pants on, and he doesn't usually do that. So I'm like really confused, but I don't want to draw attention to it. Oh hi.
I haven't heard anything you've been saying, but I really want to lie down right now.
Man, you're drunk.
I'm just tipsy.
You're just tipsy, lying down on the floor.
Yes, you are correct, sir.
He's so unruly. Kyle, I decided that I'm going to read the Diary of Anne Frank because I never have read that.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to get the revised one where she's horny all the time now. That's a real thing.
That's awful and insensitive and horrible.
No, they.
Oh,
in the
you mean
original,
like you mean an unabridged?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like for years and years, they were putting out a version of the Anne Frank's diary where they cut out like 3 chapters where she was talking about like her vagina.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and like this kid, Peter. I think there was a guy named Peter that she like had a girl boner for.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Girl boners are awesome.
Yeah, they are. Oh man, the air tortoise has an S ranking in homing. So it'll like fucking hit whatever you shoot it at.
But what you got to remember,
Yeah.
is that it also means, well, I don't know, but like the thing you got to be careful with the homing things is that you can't tell it what to shoot.
Yeah.
You know, that's the second edge on that sword is like, yeah, it'll always hit something, but you can't decide what you want to hit because it's always going to hit what it wants to hit.
That's true. You want now.
All right, get out of here. Let me pick my thing. You had some.
Go to rockets.
Rocket launcher.
The one that you want is the Goliath.
Let's see here. Where's the range at?
You want the one that I just had. Which is the
3.
Goliath D1.
Goliath D1?
Yeah, it's the second to last one. That's the one that you want.
It has a zoom? How does that work?
Couldn't tell you.
But that's rate of fire is super low. Oh, rate of fire because it only has one at a time?
Right, but then the reload time's only 3 seconds.
But it doesn't home.
No, it's a rocket.
It is very powerful.
It's very powerful. It's got a good blast area. I was using it. I would highly recommend it. It comes highly recommended.
All right. You know,
do it.
you ready to go?
I'm ready.
You're taking the
I
emerald?
mean, like to leave? Because yes.
Let's save that, by the way.
Select a location to save your game.
By the way, I was trying to say,
Select
because I didn't have a
difficulty
microphone before.
starting
Right.
a level.
Why you want to read this diary Anne
attempt,
Frank? It's gonna be a
the
super
stronger the
bummer.
weapons you will receive.
No, it's going to be inspiring.
It's gonna be a super bummer.
Choose
gonna be
your
ins-
weapons.
I don't know
You
anything
may
about the
click
Diary of
select
Anne
a
Frank.
stage.
Okay, well, she hid in an attic from the
Select a
Nazis,
difficulty.
I mean, I know that.
She dies at the
Knockout, initiating operation.
I know that.
but she never loses her faith in humanity.
Oh,
That's
one
her,
of those pieces
That's
of
her
shit.
whole thing. Is like I believe that people are good.
Listen, Keith, I just try to find a human spirit at the bottom of a bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live my life.
Whatever floats your boat.
Hold on. I just want to make sure nothing horrible is happening.
Kyle, float your boat means like boner, right? Like whatever floats your boat. Like whatever gets your dick rock hard.
No, I think it's just like whatever gets the job done.
I think it's like an erection.
You
euphemism.
think so?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Want to look it up later?
No.
Okay.
I think I just want to make blind assumptions about shit and then have people on the internet tell me if I'm right or wrong.
They will gladly.
Oh, okay. So here we got these flying dudes. I see. That's a pretty savage reload, I gotta say. I guess we just jump. I get right?
Well,
or wait,
I kind of want to chill up here, get all these dudes.
yeah, I get. Oh God. But come on, level with me, bro. You gotta admit, it's a pretty fun game, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fun. That's big of you to admit. I'm going down.
Listen,
I don't have the
guy.
seeker missile, so I'm gonna like. But wait, check out my screen for a second.
Okay.
I just blew up that building.
Nice. It looked awful.
Yeah, that's... But you know what? I would be disappointed if it looked good at a certain point.
Whoa! That building just got destroyed.
Oh, the building you were on?
Yeah. Like it just collapsed from underneath
That's
me.
pretty funny. I think you can actually destroy buildings with an assault rifle in this game.
I would believe it.
Well, maybe not.
Let's see. Well, I have a shotgun. Let's see if that works.
I just remember there's a moment early on in Duke Nukem Forever
Yeah.
where they give you,
You know,
a...
when you play Duke Nukem Forever.
I was curious, okay?
Did you buy that?
No, I'll be honest, I didn't pay for it. I pirated it, so I was like, it's fucking Duke Nukem Forever. Like, I have to know so that I can finally... Like, I have to know for my video game education, but I know I'm not going to enjoy it, so I'm not paying money for it.
We're not rich, nor are we people that like get sent video games.
Yeah, so when the underside of these UFOs open, that's when you want to hit them. I just took that shit down. Look at my screen. Look at my motherfucking screen.
I'm looking at your motherfucker.
That thing's just coming down.
All right, I bet I can pick out.
Just one small anecdote about how fucking stupid and dumb DNF is.
Yeah.
There's a moment in the game where they give you a rocket launcher and infinite ammo. Like they give you a station where you can just refill your ammo infinitely. And then the idea is that you shoot at these enemies who are in like some kind of parking garage, and it blows up like a part of the wall in the garage. But for whatever reason, I just didn't feel like using the rocket launcher, and I wanted to use my assault rifle. And so I shot it, and some of my assault rifle rounds hit the side of the parking garage, and it still blew up.
That's awesome.
Like, it was just a scripted explosion. Like, it's just like, anytime the player shoots this wall, just make it blow up.
That's hilarious. Draw them closer.
Man, you weren't kidding. The Goliath is pretty good.
Yeah.
It can take down one of these huge ships in 3 shots.
Yeah. I took down one of the ships with a shotgun in like 8 shots, which wasn't bad.
Wait, what did you say? Oh, one of the ships with a shotgun?
Yeah, I took down in like 8 shots.
Nice.
Yeah. This is like one of the last levels of the game. They're still talking about how huge the ants are.
They're coming this way.
You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this. I'm not sure if this NPC dialogue is unique to this level. Might be recycled a bit.
You know what? Disagree.
I know EDF. I know it intimately. They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that. This game would not do that. Is it faster to roll?
No.
Like just roll. Like if I want to go over.
Oh,
here.
you know what? Yeah, it totally is. I didn't remember that until you just said it, but yeah, it is. Oh, there's another ship over here. Oh.
Man, you're right. This thing really does kind of go wherever it wants to go.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean, it's still useful.
Yeah, I mean,
It's good for telling you where the closest
it's a
enemy is.
giant rocket that hits things by itself. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it just kind of
That's
just goes.
smart.
That's smart.
Sorry, guys. I just had my first encounter with Epic Mealtime last night. So I'm under the influence, not just
bacon wrapped in
of
bacon.
alcohol, but of also like Canadian bros.
Which I didn't even know existed.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Listen, Keith. Those
Yeah.
Canadians are taking all our shit. All right.
Yeah.
It's not, and they're not. It's not just the good shit.
I mean, you know what they say, Kyle. You take the good with the bad.
You take them both.
Yeah, you take them with each other.
Take them both, and there you have facts of life.
Yeah. Take it with a glass of water. You're set for 8 hours.
That was a sitcom theme.
Wait, what was?
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
I had forgot that I was supposed to listen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab these things before time up.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, I got the last one. So what did we get? Looks like we got... That might be a new assault rifle. I'm not sure.
Who cares?
Select your weapons before
Well, that's
deployment.
harsh.
I like
Choose
my
your
shotgun.
weapons. You may equip up to 2 weapons at once.
Nah. So what do you think? You want to keep going with this game, or
Nope.
you No, you don't?
Nope.
Not at all.
We've done it for like an hour and a half, so I'm good. I mean, it was fun, but
Wait, actually, hold on. Listen, we can cut this into 2 things, or we can go again and cut it into 3. You want to move on?
I feel like 3 shorter episodes would be better, but I don't know if you would want to watch 3 episodes of this.
Come
So I think
on,
maybe
we're
just edit it
super
down.
interesting.
We're pretty interesting, but it's. Up to you. Or do you want to flip a coin?
You think we should flip a coin?
Yeah,
To keep
we're gonna
this
flip
is
a coin.
motherfuckers. This is the kind of wild ass shit you get up to when you're on vacation.
Fucking unprecedented.
Wait. Which is continue? Heads?
Heads is continue.
Heads, we're doing another level. Tails, we're moving on to a different game.
Yeah.
I want you to flip that coin and
Flip that coin.
don't catch it.
Wait,
Just let it fall.
hold on.
Just let it fall.
3,
2, 1, flip!
that coin. Tails, we
Tails, we're moving on.
Move on.
New game. New game. What if
Oh man, what's the thing? That
hold
people
on.
say?
So I'm just going to save this. We're done with
Save
EDF.
current game
But
data.
what do you say we move on from one like open weird battlefield game where we're just fighting tons of enemies for no reason and
Yeah.
move on to another one with Dynasty Warriors Gundam?
Done. I fucking
3.
love Dynasty Warriors.
Do you really?
That is the kind of
you have been
insane-
very strong. You've been very pro
very
Dynasty
pro
Warriors. I have to
I've
say.
been good, maybe the most pro.
Do you think there's even a
At
chance
once.
you're gonna get in there and be
Number of
like, "Oh, I was
weapons you
kind of
can
wrong.
choose
This
from
is kind of
smaller
dumb."
first,
10%
but that
chance.
will
10
increase as you find
10%.
Yeah.
You're saying that's pretty low.
It's pretty low.
Pretty-
1 out of 10 chance I'm gonna. I mean, this is an arbitrary number, so
Okay,
technically there's 2 answers. I would say a 50% chance.
let's play. Let's play Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. Wait.
I just Dynasty Warriors is kind of the, like just exactly the dumb shit I can get behind.
All right.
Yeah. We're gonna drive this shit into the ground! Yeah!